Okay, and that's gonna be tied to one of the side stuff later. But for now, we can just... I really just have the Venom stuff and this one thing left. But otherwise, it's really just business as usual. But yeah, hope everyone's week's been well. Or hope everyone had a good weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna start from the furthest one and make my way across. Man, I still can't believe we spent so much time playing this game over the weekend. And now we're finally at the end. What now, Jameson?
Smell the change in the air. It's fresh.
Then we'll
and
listen to the
clean.
podcast and do some
A
other
new
things
day
as
in
well.
this world. Staring down the face of
To
the
make it
apocalypse
worthwhile.
offers a new perspective on life. Time to let go of old grievances. Rearrange priorities. While the world waited with bated breath to see if they would be next. New York stood tall and held the line. We did not acquiesce. After we take a moment to celebrate the freedom we fought so hard to retain, we must then turn our sights to the people responsible for putting us in harm's way to begin with.
Hey, I
I'm talking
saved you all.
about Oscorp and, of course, the Spider.
Okay, at least you mentioned Oscorp. Whoa. This wasn't really much on the Oscorp, I'd say, though.
Let me assure you, this is still just the facts here. So let's lay them out. Spider-Man was seen wearing a black suit. Then a monster appears wearing a similar suit. Then our proud city is overrun by similar monsters. Oscorp is claiming it's Spider-Man's fault for stealing Oscorp's research. That doesn't surprise me. But Oscorp needs to be held accountable for creating these damn creatures in the first place. This is what happens when corporations try to...
Okay, I will give you that. You at least are holding them accountable.
Of course, hoping for legal ramifications for wrongdoers is like hoping
Hey, yo, man. Welcome to the stream.
in the desert.
Just doing a chill Spider-Man 2 stream, which we did finish the main story yesterday, but right now we're actually just doing stuff to 100% the game, which I'm pretty close to doing. So it should be a chill stream, but also an excuse to boot up this game again. But how's it going, Malin? Hope your week's been off to has been off to a good start. Burning Devils. Yeah, we shouldn't be on this for this stream won't be too long most likely, but it's okay honestly considering the fact that I streamed this game so much over the weekend.
Room for one more?
Ouch. Ouch. Finally I did that. Okay, I didn't get the bonus objective, but that's okay. Nice show, Lotion, and you had a good day? Hope I did too. It was alright overall. Just more so the usual, starting the week with work and such. But nothing bad. Just more so the usual.
We're almost there.
Good to hear you had a good day too, though, nonetheless. Okay, here's the ambulance.
And there we are. Pros will take it from here. Thanks again. You really earned how cool that costume is.
Just a regular? Yep. I am glad this is actually a chill stream tonight, because as well as why I'm glad I did finish the game over the weekend, because I know I would be. If I did finish it yesterday, I would have been up today, but tonight probably would have been a bit of a longer stream than I would have wanted it to be. Which, hey, I do enjoy the game, so I would play it regardless. But at the same time, if I had more free time, I wouldn't mind. But obviously that's not the case anymore. But plus side, this means we can move on to newer things, which, like I mentioned before, it's pretty. Fire Emblem Three Hopes is definitely next, which I probably will start on Wednesday, but we'll see how my pace goes with the game in general. Even though I would have liked it if this adventure lasted a little longer, like I mentioned earlier, I actually don't mind shorter games nowadays. Just because
Don't know how these things
I don't,
survive.
well, I don't mind games being long or anything, because that used to be me before when I was younger, but nowadays, ever since I started working and such, it's just been so much harder for me to, like, make time to commit that much time. As much as I don't mind them and such.
This is gonna get loud.
Hey, Lizzie, welcome to the stream. Just doing some side stuff at the moment.
Gotta save these people.
Hope your week's been off to a good start, though. Ouch. I messed up. Oh well. Okay, here goes another. Okay, I'm doing a pretty bad job defending, I won't lie. You see? It's... Well, it's new to we got, but it was like beforehand.
They keep coming.
This is the anti-venom, well, anti-symbiote suit, basically. So it's like... So Peter no longer has the black symbiote on him. But it lets him access the symbiote powers since he's under control now. That's the gist of it at the moment. Okay, we got it.
Yes. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Got
We
a
were
bit
trying to move
close.
the gallery pieces when they attacked.
Oh,
That
we're
artwork
good.
may be valuable, but not as valuable as your lives. Stay safe.
I'm also just using it because there's also a trophy tied to this. Oh, 1 second. There's a trophy tied to using abilities with this suit. Which, 1 second. Otherwise, it should be a chill night, chill day, chill stream today. And probably shouldn't take too long either. Let me just look for it again. Okay, this one I gotta do. Okay, just need to do it one more time. And I can switch back to my, well, I could switch back to my other suit, but honestly, this suit's a lot more fun too.
A train line in Brooklyn. Presumably, precious containers carrying commodities that we rely
Oh
on.
boy.
Spider-Man! And that new vigilante. Oh, did I just spoil the play? Can you see where this is going? I feel sorry for anyone awaiting a shipment today. It's not coming. You know who to thank. Explosions rocked the line. Trains
Hey,
were derailed.
blame the flame for that. That's not my fault.
The followers of the flame.
Anyways, I do have a lot of suits at this point, so I'm just using this because there are abilities tied to this suit specifically.
They go by range. Now I can't say for certain what the inciting incident was, but I find it hard to believe these followers were there to cause harm. More than likely, they were having a peaceful ceremony.
Frickin' Jameson.
They could have chosen a different location, but who is Spider-Man to come in and break it up? He's infringing on our rights and destroying commerce in the process, folks. We need to keep redrawing the line.
Mostly playing this just to get the Plat Trophy today.
Keep stepping over it. What's the next freedom you expect Spider-Man to threaten? I'm awaiting your calls.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, not much left to do in this game otherwise, but we are almost done nonetheless, at least. And just a heads up, not sure if you hear when I mentioned it, but I do plan on starting. I do plan to start on Fire Emblem 3 Hopes instead. After Spider-Man, which I'll probably start on Wednesday, most likely. Yay, got it. Ouch. Well, a couple more seconds. Damn, that was a cool animation.
Only a few more seconds.
Here we go.
Not gonna give up.
Oh yeah, Z. No pressure or anything, but so I'm just wondering how it's looking for going to the monthly this weekend. Just curious though. No pressure or anything. Then as well. I already pre-registered, so I'm definitely going for sure. Probably not happening. Rip. All good though. All good. At least we do have an event near us at this point. And hopefully at least stays that city. Hopefully. Because they did make it sound like they were just relocating to a different city. Or a different place in the same city. Hopefully. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, going to Japan and then going to Vegas. A bit after. Yeah, I don't blame you. But it's all good. Because like I said, the important part is the fact that we found a new... Whoa. One FGC thing near us. On the weekend too. Technically two, but between the two, the one this weekend is the one I'd rather go to. Oh yeah, and honestly... Okay, fine, I'll do this with Peter.
How about a timeout?
Get in!
Most of this is coming from the fact that... Most of it is coming from the fact that we didn't really have much near us.
There's an
For a good
ambulance nearby.
while.
I can take you to it.
Well, at least, I guess in general, we haven't... Well, there wasn't really anything in, at least those... There wasn't really much in the OC area. Like, in our area, basically. Aside from MSM. Aside from MSM 0 in general, right? Because I feel like I don't really see much about it. Granted, I do know MSM 0 server. Seems to be a rip, unfortunately, now. So having this in having this one there, in the city we're thinking of, is pretty convenient. And one I am willing to go to, just as it used to be my route when I used to go to college already. Oh, guess I can't switch to miles again for a while. Okay, now I can. Yeah, we'll do this stuff. We'll do the rest of the nets with Miles first. And then we'll switch to Peter for the last mission. So man, rip MSM 0 after so many people wanted it back for so long. And then, like, it only started again this year, right? Now that I think about it. Which, granted, actually thinking about it now, isn't the org that was running that San Diego base, aside from, like, Vance, I think? I assume Vance was the main one in charge of MSM 0, considering... Well, I know he wasn't in the OC area, but... Compared to going from San Diego... I really do wonder what happened with that event. I mean, like, not that it really matters at the end of the day for me, in my case. I'm just curious, genuinely. MSM 0's gone. RIP. After coming back. I don't know about it last week. Oh, you were? Oh wait, actually I remember now. I think you were talking about while you were playing Street Fighter 6 with him.
They're in trouble. Better help. Yeah, let them go. Come to the Spider-Man. Big symbiote brought some friends. Okay.
Ouch. 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 There we go.
There. It's over.
Regardless, though, the point of the game being is just that I'm definitely not trying to take the monthly / local near us for granted. After not having one close to us for so long.
Better check out that nest, even though it freaks me out. Hey! Anyone here?
I do wish I went to MSM around 2020, during the 2021 era. Well, a part of me wish I did go to MSM during MSM's actual last year at the event. That is one thing I do sort of regret. Because, in case you're wondering, the venue was probably at top 10 to 15 minutes away from me at most. But it could be shorter because of where it was located for me. Oh well. Oh damn, I got bodied. There was no way I could have ended. That is also true. And granted, this was sort of around the time I did sort of stop playing Smash 2. So that doesn't really help my case either. I was pretty much focused on Guilty Gear Strive. Not really invested into Smash at all at that point. When COVID hit, and it was sort of around the time I sort of stopped playing in general. Okay.
Almost there! Come on!
Okay. There we go. Well, that takes care of them. But yeah, at the end of the day, for me, it is or whatever. Just looking back. But would grant. It would have been nice to have gone to at least one more. But regardless, even if I did go, I would have just been there to chill anyways. I mean, unless you had Guilty Gear Strive back then, which I know that wasn't. There was like, that was a 1 in a million chance.
Someone's in trouble. They got grabbed by a symbiote. I got this. Clear out.
Here we go.
All clear. For now.
I think they have it on launch. Yeah, I did. Well, I was pretty much playing it throughout the rest of the year release, and a bit of 2022. Even though my main focus was really just waiting for DNF Duel back then. But it is what it is at this point. It is what it is. Now there are a lot of other games we could be getting now at this point. And now there are things I want to go to in general, which I'm definitely more willing to now, just to at least support the scene, since even in the FGC, there really isn't that much in SoCal in comparison to legit everything else on the East Coast. But that's sort of another reason why I'm trying to go out a little more this time around compared to before. But right now, the only thing we really have at the moment, aside from like the monthlies, is pretty much Festival of Fights. Which, man, I'm so sad we don't have SoCal Regionals anymore, because I know that was the big thing we had. Like, I think 2018 was the last year they had it, and then in 2019 they said they weren't going to be doing SoCal Regionals anymore. I only went to the one in 2015, during the, like, back when, that was sort of when the Smash 4 scene was Smash. Or Smash 4 scene in SoCal started to get some notice. Fun times back then. Fun and simple. But now it's all gone.
Another nest. Time to clean this place up. They keep coming!
Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Okay.
Gotta hold him up a little longer. Tough, but I hear you, Dad. I'm not giving up.
There we go.
Great.
Thanks, Spidey.
You got it. Find an indoor gym till it's safe out here.
Okay, so one more. Yeah, this stream's gonna be pretty short. Only half an hour in, and we're almost done with all of this side objective. Almost. Well, granted, like I mentioned earlier, since I did stream a lot this weekend, and not today, for today to be just an easier stream.
Looks like a symbiote nest. Should take a look. As if these things weren't creepy enough already.
But
Stay focused now.
okay, he needs to sit down.
Oh, what? It moved again? Now where to go?
Okay.
Just a few more seconds.
Okay.
Keep him away from the heart.
Here we go.
That was tough.
Exterminator.
Thanks. That was. Thank you.
You're safe now. Take a breather, and when you're ready, get inside. That's the last nest. Time for the city to start healing.
Yay. No more symbiotes. And we've had 100% of the districts as well. Okay, so just one thing I should probably do. Let's craft the suits. I don't have hero tokens this time. Heater though. Okay, there's just one more I need to find here. But we'll find it in a bit. Though, with that said, I don't need the... I do not need the symbiote suit anymore, so we'll go back to this one. And I guess just because I know I'm not gonna really do too much. Let's listen to some of these. I'm just curious because I've just collected them. Oh, no voices. Okay, there's a lot of descriptions, which that's fine by me. Man, the amount of spider bots in here is interesting. There's a funny thing with a funny Easter egg for Spider-Man 2099 as well as Miguel from Across the Spider-Verse through this, which I wasn't expecting, but that was funny.
Never thrown a flying disc across rooftops before. But my neighbor and I used to talk to each other at night using flashlights and Morse code.
I do remember these.
This court used to be free. Then some startup bought the building and put in a membership program. Love going to the matches with Ma. She always cheers when they break out the chairs. Like a lot.
What else? Okay. Not much else for me to say.
I get it. Beaches are packed this time of year.
Yeah, not much for me to really say at this point. And here's the Sandman stuff that we already did. Oh yeah, with that said, we do need to switch to Peter now. Now we only have this side quest left. So this stream's probably only gonna be like an hour-ish at most. I thought there's some random crimes that I'm down to do for a bit. So, fairly short stream today. But like I said, I'm okay with that.
There's the bus. Gotta save those people from the symbiotes. Stay calm, everyone. I can handle this. Hang on a little bit longer.
Damn. Okay, so that makes sense with Peter Parker transforming into the symbiote. Or using the anti-venom, so... Okay. But I'm glad I put on the other suit in case, just for story purposes, because that looks a lot cooler anyways, and I probably would have been forced to wear the black suit anyways. Like, maybe the Raimi suit I would have been down to do, but yeah. Anyway. Man, we can't even go into our own home. Sad. Sad. Oh well. We got this to do instead.
What's this? Lance and a thumb drive? They say you should never plug in a drive of unknown origin. But I know Norman. I think.
You think? But man, this game has been a journey to say the least.
Peter,
Huh, Harry.
I put this together for you because I knew when we got through this crazy time, whenever we got through it, I wanted you to have these. And I wasn't positive I'd be here to give them to you myself.
Damn.
After the Emily May Foundation was destroyed by Craven's hunters, I went to see what I could recover before it got boarded up. In the box, you'll find a piece of bark from my mom's tree, and one of May's blossoms. And I thought, if you gene splice them together, you might get a hardy enough plant to produce seeds.
Wow. Well, okay.
Oh. Okay then. Anyways, what else do I want to talk about? So one of each. And then something else after, which... Okay, this probably doesn't really work. Maybe here. Okay. Okay, now I got one of each. Ah, so close. So close. Well, this will be a fun one, I guess. Oh yeah, and actually, oh yeah, so I did sort of want to talk about Tekken 8 just cause I know the closed beta was happening this weekend, which, like I mentioned earlier, I think I did go to the site to try to register, and, well, so I didn't get in, but truth be told, I think there was something wrong with my email, so I probably wasn't going to get in anyways. But granted, even if I did get in, I probably would have just given it to someone else I knew, just because, like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't really interested in playing the Tekken 8 beta this time around. Because of Spider-Man 2. I have been looking at the game to where, like I mentioned earlier, I am sort of interested in trying it at least, but I probably wouldn't be like too invested into it. Just because I'm mostly a Street Fighter player at this point. So with that said, I think the game will be fine for the most part, regardless of what people say, but... This is sort of in a rough state, I won't lie. Well, I've been hearing the game looks good and it's fun to play, Some people have some mixed opinions on the new mechanic, which granted, for me, since I'm going to be a new player, that's not going to really apply to me much anyways. But I've been seeing how apparently the online is sort of a mixed bag currently. Like, when matches are good, they're good, but when they're bad, apparently they're pretty bad. Which, that's one thing you definitely don't want in your game nowadays. After how Street Fighter 6 Street Fighter 5 was at the start, and how long it took to get even good. Which, hey, it did get good at least. I'll give them that. But it did take a while. Unfortunately. Oh wait, so I only have one hydrogen at the moment, so I'd probably try to make it revolve around them. But yeah, whether I get into Tekken 8 or not, we'll see. But the rough state of its online at the moment is a little worrying in my opinion, but hopefully the devs do figure out a way to resolve it. And truth be told, if there was a closed beta, I would be more inclined to try open beta, I would be more inclined to try it, but as it stands, there currently isn't. Unfortunately. Okay, this doesn't work. And I've been hearing, what makes it even worse for me is just the fact that apparently the PC version, like, it's sort of like, when it's good, but when it gets bad, it can get pretty bad. Especially when settings of other players affects the game for a lot of people. Which does make me a little less inclined to not try it, but you can't win them all, I guess. At least with the big, which granted, I'm pretty sure my laptop can run Tekken 8. But I probably would get on consoles just to be safe. Just for stability and all. On the safer side. There still isn't it? Bro, what is this freaking puzzle? Apparently I have 3 parts left, too. God damn it. Okay. I might spend a bit on this. But I should be able to get this done tonight nonetheless. Oh yeah, Z, actually. Have you started on Shield Hero Season 3 by any chance? I did start on it last week, but I am watching it dub, so I'm gonna be behind whenever a new episode shows up for that. So far, it does seem more promising compared to Season 2, which honestly isn't really a high bar to begin with, but... And at this point, I don't really know what's going on in the manga, but hopefully there is some more care. There is a bit more care into it for it this time around. Hopefully. Wait a few weeks? For sure, for sure. That's what I've been doing with Jujutsu Kaisen so far, though I am waiting for it to get near the end. The only issue with that is that there's legit going to be 26 episodes, so a little longer than the average for this season. So it's a bit for me to wait. But I will wait it out though. Just because I did rewatch it dubbed early, a couple weeks ago. Actually, probably a month-ish ago at this point. Can I really not do anything with this? It seems so confusing. I don't really have much I can go down here. Let me reset this. So, regardless, hydrogen has to be here, so let's start again with this. Oh, wait. Well, I could put that there, but I wouldn't have anything for this. Wait, actually, this would probably be the better choice. But I don't have anything for here. I don't really have anything to work with here. Regardless, I just know I do need this somewhere. Oh, yeah. 1, 2 that stick out. This here. This here. Well, I do have this. But nothing to really reach out here. Cause like, and I can have this, which I would feel fulfilled this, but yeah. And I could try putting this here, but this here. Bro, I'm always so close, but yet so far. Wow, so close yet so far. From here though? We'll start from here. But now the issue is well, if I put this on here, I have nothing else I can go up here. Well, probably no go here. Oh, here now the issue is I don't have anything that can go down here. Well, I don't have any blues that can reach down here. I feel like there's something I'm not thinking of that's making this harder for myself than it has to be. This is a GG situation. Even if I do this. Yeah. Can't do anything there. Oh yeah, and see, I didn't get to see you much. Or, I did see you went live on Thursday with Pokemon Unite for a bit. But I assume because you were busy in Vegas and such, you didn't have to have too much time. But how did that go? If you did play at all. Because I still haven't booted up Unite since... Who knows when at this point. It was hilarious. What happened? You played one game but your connection went to trash? Oh, ooh. Spectrum internet. It's always annoying to deal with it. Oh yeah, we figured it out. But you played it out and clutches the W? Ooh, nice, nice.
I knew you could do it, Pete.
Gotta get those dubs
Now,
after
you know
all.
those little bee drones we salvaged from the field studies? We just leveraged
And then I
the
assume you said
location
you were
data
done
sets to
after.
plant those seeds around the city.
That does suck to deal with though. But at least you got the dub at least.
I know. It'll be years before we see the results. And who's to say where you and I will be a week from now, let alone years from now?
Heh.
That's why I did this simulation to show you. So Emily and May will live on in the city, and of course, in us. I love you, Pete. I really do. And I know the Foundation didn't end up going the way I'd hoped, but there's still no one I'd rather have tried it with. I bet by the time you get this, we'll have already started a new Foundation. Just me and you. From scratch. Go us.
Go us.
Go us.
One last thing. I got a little something for you.
Oh, a new suit.
Wear it in good health. Love you.
Yo, this might as well be the Ant-Man one. Not that I would use this. Life story suit. And hey, we got the platinum trophy. 100%. Let me just craft all the styles I can get. Okay, won't lie, these styles are actually pretty cool. But yeah. Now we're pretty much done with Spider-Man. Or actually, we're 100% done with it. Unless they come up with, like, DLC for this game. Which, they don't have any plans to at the moment, but... I can see that, considering they probably would save stuff like Green Goblin for the third game. Oh yeah, and then they teased a character called her name's Cindy with her real name, but she has an alias in the Spider-Man universe that goes by Silk, I think? I'm not too familiar with it, but Silk does sound familiar in the Spider-Man lore. But yay, we got the Plat Trophy. Which is all I really wanted to do anyways today. Ooh, the Scarlet Spider ones look pretty cool, I won't lie. But we are forever this peak. This is the one I pretty much stuck with from the beginning to end. But Let me just unlock the styles for the other costumes as well. Oh yeah, I guess Miles would get it too. But this is a Peter-focused story, so I'm a little surprised he did, but... Oh well. Oh wow, this suit's actually pretty cool, I won't... Oh yeah, this was actually one suit I was considering using. Maybe if I ever do New Game Plus on my own time. Maybe. The track suit. Honestly, if there were no other suits available, if I didn't have the Kamen Rider suit at the start, for what I probably would have been using this instead. Early on, but then I would have switched to this. And then I probably also would have switched to this as well. But there's a lot of cool suits in this game. Even though I really only stuck with a few. This is actually a cool one as well that I would consider too. This one probably not so much, but it's not bad. Just not really my style. This one I definitely would not be using though. This one's very cool. This one's actually pretty dope. And this one's alright to me. This one's cool though. Dark Ages. Looks cool. Absolute Carnage. Not bad. Man, what sucks is that all these suits a lot of suits I would like to try out, I wouldn't really be able to do it at the moment just because it's not New Game Plus. There's no New Game Plus till later on. Wait, is there a suit I haven't bought for this from Peter's side yet? I swear I bought all of them. There really should not be one left. Oh wait, I must be talking about this one. But since this was a pre-order... Wait, but it doesn't show the same for Miles, so... It can't be this one. Nothing to really fret over though. Oh wait, it's this one. Okay, now we have all the suits unlocked. I just won't be able to really use them until... Because New Game Plus isn't available at the moment, but... I guess for this one, if I were to do New Game Plus... Oh yeah, by the way, they have this suit from No Way Home. The very end of it. Same with this one. Or same with these two. During No Way Home, but... Suits I would probably use for New Game Plus. I'm not to use this one. This one would be pretty cool too, honestly. Probably one of the Amazing Spider suits. This one I'd be a little more... I wouldn't mind using either. This one I would like to use, the blue variant. This one's pretty cool too. I already used this. This one I was about to use, but ended up going back to the Arknight one. I was planning to do a playthrough of Spider-Man 1 with this suit, but I never got to it, but I'd be down to use either of these during the two. This one I would like to use again at some point. Damn, thinking about it, I'm so sad the Velocity suit didn't come back for this game, but... Oh well, it is what it is. And then Miles' suits. For like, well, I wouldn't mind using either these two because they both look dope. It's just this one having the Kamen Rider / Super Sentai appeal. Already got me on it, but for this one, I would definitely use these two suits. I would use this one. Probably not this one. I like the blue variant for Peter on this compared to what Miles has. This one I'd be down. This one I'd be down. This one I'd be, and not that one. This one would be cool. This one would be cool. This one for sure. Probably this one. Maybe this one. Possibly this one. But yeah, cool suits all around. But yeah. Oh wait, 1 second. But yeah, all in all though, we have 100% of this game. And got the plat trophy for this as well. Hey yo, what's up Phil? Welcome to the stream. Actually, well, I know you just came by, but truth be told, I'm actually probably going to end soonish. Because I actually already 100% of the game at this point. And got the plat trophy, which it's honestly not too hard if you ever feel like doing so. Aside from putting up with the side stuff. It's pretty easy. Now I have to take cool photos? Nah, I ain't a photographer. You are one though, right Phil? So you could do that instead. And I guess what also sucks is we don't, well, I can't change the time of day it is. What settings am I playing at? In regards to difficulty or, well, gameplay, spectacular, which I'll admit it's a little harder in this game compared to before, but it wasn't the worst. Swing assistance on. Fall damage I leave on, but oh, graphics. Performance. I usually do performance and, well, 120 hertz mode, I heard it really only applies if you're playing in fidelity mode. But otherwise it doesn't really matter much. And in VRR, I could turn it on, but I guess when I tried testing it with some games, it did cause my capture card to capture things at 30 FPS instead of 60. Oh, and I turned motion blur off as well. Everything else, not much otherwise. I think you have the exact opposite of my settings. Bro, try fidelity to look at it looks so good. It does look good, but my frames though. I am not turning it. Well, fine, since I did finish it already. I usually turn motion blur off anyways in general though. Oh yeah, motion blur. Where was that again? Wait, did I skip it? Oh. Well, really, it doesn't matter if you're playing on. It matters if you're on fidelity mode, since it does increase the cap to 40 FPS, I believe. But since I was on performance mode, it doesn't really do much for me, so I left it off. Which, if your monitor and HDMI cable supports it, you get it, but I think, well, I'm not sure if my capture card can really support it. But my TV can do it though, if I do it directly. With that said, yeah, I'm going back to performance. I'm not. I can't stand 30 FPS anymore in my games. At that point, I'm just suffering. At that point, I'm not taking a photo, Phil. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just try it out just cause. I assume this goes well with... Oh, I didn't know these were a thing. Oh well. But yeah. I'll stick with this instead. Whenever I play my stuff. Not sure, I know a lot of people like to hype up photo mode. Truth be told, I actually don't really use it that much. For the most part. Like, the only time I really did it in I only did it in Miles Morales. Only because there's a trophy tied to it.
Are after those people. You don't want them. You want me.
Okay.
That's all of them. I'm so tired.
Oh yeah, we'll probably just fly around the city for a little bit. Just for a bit. But like I said, overall though, had a blast with Spider-Man 2. Well worth the wait. 5 years after the first, well, 2 years after the official announcements, and then 5 years after the first game, which we did have Miles Morales to keep us busy. But even then, are all the suits Stark Tech? Oh, not all of them. Only like at least from Peter's side, you really only have this suits. I guess this suit to a degree, since this was his first suit in the MCU. And this to a degree as well. And then obviously the Iron Spider. But most of it are either like originals based off previous designs, or for the previous game in general. The gliding thing though, that's for both Peter and Miles to do. And the legs are just part of his design as well. was fun flying around as Peter Parker and Spider-Man throughout the city. More fun than it would ever be in more than ever compared to playing as Iron Man in Marvel's Avengers, because trying to do any cool movement stuff in that game sucks, because there really isn't anything for you to do. Oh. Was this where Teo was? Oh. Because we did pass by him.
And actually transported me to different places.
Oh, it's these guys.
Spider-Man! Oh, you're not gonna believe it. Or maybe you will. I bet you've seen some things. This guy, right here, my man, he saved my life.
Right? It's true. You should have been there. When those monsters, when they started showing up everywhere, I saw them cornering him at his bodega. And yeah, I mean, I distracted them long enough for him to just get on out of there. And then I got on out of there.
Nobody at the bodega tried to help me. Not even Kyle, and he's always going on about, I go to the gym. But this guy did. So I quit. I'm putting those fat paychecks to good use by starting our own bodega with a new superhero mascot.
It's gonna be so great. You gotta come and see. I mean, I'm still helping Teo for the next week until he finds a replacement, which is gonna be hard because you can't. What I do, what I bring to the table, you can't teach. But this gives me a lot of time to think of a whole new super persona.
From bitter rivals to best bodega buddies. Hey, what do you think of Bodega Buddy to the rescue?
Well, not that, but exactly. But let's just keep workshopping.
Let's see. Well, good talking to you. Or good listening to you all. Okay, got to 1 hour and 20 minutes, which... not the craziest stream for me, but... it's definitely not the shortest stream I've ever done, but... we still did stuff at least, and got to chill in general. Oh, I think this is... oh, this is definitely cool. Pretty high up, too. But yeah, we're pretty much done with Spider-Man now. Like, unless DLC happens for this game, which the devs don't seem like they have anything planned at the moment. But otherwise, I'll probably just play this on my own time. If I feel like it. Because this game had so many fun missions that I wish there was a mission replay built in the game ASAP. But for this experience, it's a good time. What's next again? Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Now that, since I ended up finishing this a lot sooner than I thought, I figured might as well. This is, well, I am biased for Spider-Man and Insomniac, but yes, this is pretty much this is my game of the year. Now that I've finished the game. I mean, you probably won't feel the same way, but like I said, I am just biased for this game, or biased for Spider-Man in general, and Insomniac games with what they make. Is it? I wouldn't say super ahead. It's pretty close between these two, but even though this game is a bit shorter, I do like a lot of things in this game more than... well, I do like some things more in this game than Final Fantasy 16. Mainly the boss fights, which was definitely an issue with the original game, but this game, like I mentioned earlier in my playthrough, They actually did feel like actual boss fights. Which, I'm not saying I didn't like Final Fantasy 16's boss fights or anything. But they do have that scripted moment which, hey, they're sick. They are 100% sick. Titan, Bahamut. Ultima. Garuda. Odin's was pretty disappointing though, I won't lie. That's really the only one that disappointed me. But even so, even if they were scripted, they were sick fights. Regardless. I guess another thing this game really has for me is just really, well, obviously this game's open world, and you know I usually don't really care too much about open world games. But Spider-Man, I make a huge exception for it, just because I could legit do this to I have so many ways to travel. With web swinging and such. Which at that point, that's just a difference of genre between comparing Final Fantasy 16 and this. Since Final Fantasy 16 isn't even an open world to begin with. But regarding exploration, I definitely prefer this 100%. And then both games have really fun combat systems in their own ways. Like Final Fantasy 16, it feels like a straight up action game with certain abilities that you can customize freely. Spider-Man is sort of the same vein as well. And that, as well as being an overall definite improvement over Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. With the amount of options you have as well. And the whole revamping with the abilities and gadgets. And yeah, well, that's another thing I wanted to say about, like, obviously 16, it's not really about the exploration at all. Since it is a pretty linear game. So I'm not even going to try to compare it to, but it's just stuff I enjoyed about this game and such. And yeah, compared to 15. Since, like I said, I did mention, Final Fantasy 16 isn't an open world game or anything. So that would be an unfair comparison at that point. Like I said, I enjoyed both games regardless at the end of the day. And so many great games in general this year, which I haven't even played everything. I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't play Lies of P. I didn't play... What else was a Game of the Year contender for people? I probably wanted to say Diablo 4, but I've been hearing the game hasn't really been doing too great lately. Thanks to Activision or something. Like I said, there are definitely some Game of the Year contenders. Oh yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, which, at the very least, I do have the game. I just need to find the time to actually want to start on it. Even so. For the games I did get to play a decent amount of games this year, despite not playing everything, which really started with RE4 Remake. Then came then came Street Fighter 6, but I don't really put that as a Game of the Year thing for myself, just because I don't do everything in a fighting game, for obvious reasons. But it is a great game in its own right. And then I have Final Fantasy 16, then Armored Core 6, and now I have this. And I guess, well, if a certain someone's here, Trails, I enjoyed it, but it was never going to be a Game of the Year contender for me in the first place. But it was nice to finally have that game. After having to wait 3 years for it, essentially. It's not just like Tears of the Kingdom, you don't think it's winning Game of the Year? We shall see. We shall see, because, well, we do need to wait to see the nominees to begin with. But like I said, regardless, so many great games this year. I haven't played a decent amount of them. I'm just grateful for the amount of games I got to play that came out this year in general. Lies of P or Baldur's Gate 3. I can see that. The 2 games I haven't played, but I have seen people play them, or I see people play Lies of P. I haven't really seen anyone play Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't think anyone in my group really has bothered playing it. But it looks fun, like I said, it looks great in its own right, and I wouldn't be mad if it won, because so many great games this year. Hey, Scripps, welcome. Baldur's Gate 3 most likely. I could see it. I wouldn't be surprised either, honestly. So if anything, that's not even the thing I'm curious the most about now. The thing I'm curious about the most is the fighting game category this year. Because that tends to have some funny things happen. Like in 2021, I think Nick Brawl was on it, and people were laughing at that game. For obvious reasons. And then last year, the fact that Sifu made it onto Fighting Game of the Year, I'm just like, what? I'm not like, it's not really a matter of what's gonna beat what's taking it here. It's just see if anything funny's gonna happen at that point with getting nominated. Which last year, the funniest thing was the fact that a non-fighting game ended up on that category with Sifu. Like, I have no doubt Street Fighter 6 is taking it. What was Sifu doing there? That's what I want to know. Because there were definitely at least 1 or 2 fighting games that could have been there instead. Which, hey, I love Sifu, by the way, but it did not belong in the fighting game category at all. Oh well, what can you do? But yeah, I would be amazed if Street Fighter 6 somehow did not win it. But at this point, I'm also hoping Street Fighter 6... I'm just hoping to see some kind of Ed teaser around the time of the Game Awards. Or hell, even an Ed trailer, but I don't feel like the Ed trailer is going to happen there, because they did reveal the Aki gameplay and Rashid gameplay trailer on their own time. I do want other Ed. What other fighting game aside from Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1 came out this year? I'm pretty sure there are a few others. I'd have to look at something. Let me look at it right now. But was it really that you're fighting it so you had no choice? Who knows? I could see that being the case, but who knows? Anyways, other fighting games this year. There had to be something else aside from Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. Or what probably would be at least considered a fighting game. Oh yeah, Nick Brawl's happening in a few weeks, but I'm not sure if that's going to count for this year. Because it's it is in November, so maybe it will count, but well to that game. Which it does look better, I'll admit, but I have no plans to play that at all. But that's coming out this year. KOF was last year. In 2022, which, man, I believe that came out last year. Don't worry, Nick Brawl is like I said, that game I don't really care about, but I'm not gonna dismiss the fact that it is coming. But, what else is there? There had to have been more. Because I remember there was like some video saying 2023 was looking like a good year for fighting games. So they would definitely be on the smaller side of stuff, though. Oh yeah, Street Fighter Duel happened this year. I don't play that game anymore, by the way. But it was honestly fun for what it was, but at some point I hit a point where it became not free-to-play friendly. So I stopped playing that game. Okay, fine, let me look it up a different way. Yes. Oh yeah, there was a wrestling game this year, but who cares about that, really? Oh yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising is happening this year too. Apparently God of Rock is a fighting game, but I think that's more of a rhythm game versus a fighting game. Okay, yeah, there is no way Street Fighter 6 loses Fighting Game of the Year this year. Oh wait, there's that game. Oh yeah, Idol Showdown came out this year too. Not that I think that's gonna stand a chance, but that is happening. That is a thing, which I have seen some people enjoy. DNF was last year, yeah, but unfortunately that game, as much as I enjoyed it, sort of a dead game, unfortunately. Which hurts to say as someone who used to play that game so much. But it is what it is at this point. I still have the game installed, but I just don't really have any interest in actually playing it anymore at this point. Most of it due to the fact that legit the devs, or the publishers, really don't care much about the game. Or they don't treat it like a proper game, and I'm sort of just tired of waiting for them to do stuff for the game. With how much I've been playing it, how much I played it. But yeah, regardless, I'm just curious to see what Street Fighter's, what they nominate as Fighting Game of the Year this year, after they put Sifu up last year. Anyways, though, that'll be it for me for tonight. Pretty much did everything we could at this point. Not much left to do, so yeah. And don't really feel like rating anyone tonight, so I'll just call it here. Oh yeah, Party Animals is a game, I forgot. But yeah, like I said, pretty much done for the time being. I'll most likely be back on Wednesday with Fire Emblem Three Hopes, which I'll be on for a bit. I do plan to commit to it. And I don't think it's too long anyways, which granted, I do have time to play it now, just because the fact that I did finish Spider-Man 2 early. Earlier than I expected. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then the heads up, this week, like I mentioned, so Wednesday and Fridays I should be able to stream. Saturday I may or may not stream, but Sunday definitely no stream, just because I'm going to be going to a local, and also that might affect some things in general, just because I do need to practice for Street Fighter 6, which I'll probably do for a bit after this stream. But I will need to practice throughout the week. But we'll see if anything pops up. Street Fighter streams? I'll see if I feel like it. I might just practice on my own time. but we'll see. Since I usually save those for tournament runs anyways, versus actual grind sessions. But yeah. Anyways, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Till then, take care everyone, and have a good night.